Hi everyone. We are going to see about a topic, the sources of energy in the subject elements of mechanical engineering. The elements of mechanical engineering is a very important subject to know the basics of engineering. Normally, in day to day life, we are using so many components and we are knowing the applications, what are all they, but we don't know how they are functioning. So, the basic of elements of mechanical engineering, basic elements, okay, this will help you to understand the concepts of how an application oriented object is working, right? So first of all, any components whatever we are using in our day to day life is based on energy. Either it may be a refrigerator or air conditioner or two wheeler bikes or car, whatever it is. So without any energy it cannot run. So whatever we are using daily in your home, the tube lights, fans, everywhere, so we need some kind of energy for running these components. So first what we will see in this module, we are going to see about what are the sources of energy and what are the kinds of energy, renewable resources for the energy. And we will see the next, how the energy is getting created or produced with different forms of resources. Okay, now let me go and see what is an energy. So in this main topic we are going to see about renewable energy sources, uh, renewable and non-renewable energy sources we will see. Before that we will go to what is an energy. Energy is normally a capacity to do work or ability to do work. So any kind of system, it has to perform a work, in the sense it needs some energy, right? Either it may be heat energy or light energy or kinetic energy, mechanical energy, whatever energy it is. So the energy is the ability to do work. So we use uh, to use to mix, if you use mixie, electrical energy, fan, electrical energy, all the energy we need is one, and it is converted to another form of energy. Later we will discuss about this. So the energy resources, here what we can, energy sources we can, it may be a renewable energy or non-renewable energy. What is renewable, what is non-renewable? Okay, a non-renewable resource we cannot, that is, once if it is used it cannot be replaced. So the source of energy or conventional source of energy being accumulated in nature for a long time and cannot be replaced if exhausted, we can say that as a non-renewable energy sources, which is, example is the coal, petroleum gas, natural gases, and nuclear power. These are all already, it is there in the earth, okay, for a long period it's available in earth, but once if it is utilized then we cannot get it back. Okay, that is what the non-renewable energy sources. So what do you mean by renewable energy? Means it is continuously and freely available in nature and you can utilize it, and again it can be regenerated automatically. One content, one volume, if you use another volume it will be available. It's it is available in nature and it is getting renewed newly. So example is the solar energy. Daily we are using the solar energy, but tomorrow also we are getting, the next day also we will get the solar energy, like biomass and the geothermal the thermal energy, that is inside the earth, the heat what it is there, and the wind energy, right, tidal energy. These are all non, this is sorry, these are all the renewable energy sources. Now let me see what is the difference between the renewable energy sources and the non-renewable energy sources. As we discussed earlier, renewable energy in the sense it can be utilized repeatedly, it can, we can get it back and back. So that is, normally it is present in the atmospheres, earth atmosphere, we will call as a renewable energy sources. Here non-renewable, like petrol or coal or natural gases, whatever it is under the earth, it is ground layers of the earth. We can dig it and only we will get it. That is a non-renewable energy sources where we are getting it. And in short period, these renewable energy resources can be replaced continuously, but non-renewable means once if you used it, it cannot be replaced. That is obsolete. So we cannot reproduce the same. So that is a non-renewable, and there are abundance available natural reserve energy or abundance, wind energy or solar energy, everything. But the coal, petroleum, these are all very less. So in future it may get exhaust, right? And now another fourth point, if you see this difference, the renewable resource of energy do not affect the environment. If they, even if they burn, we burn, it won't get polluted. But if you use the non-renewable energy, the petrol and coal or gases, if you burn it, it will produce a smoke, and it will create air pollution, and finally it will cause global warming. So it will go for that level. And renewable energy sources, it is cheap in nature, it is easily available, so it's cheap in nature. But non-renewable, it's costlier. So because of taking and processing so many things, and then only we will get the fuel, how we are going to use it. Okay, so the examples of renewable energy sources is whatever we are reusable sources, that is solar energy, wind energy, hydel energy, that is water, hydropower, and geothermal energy. These are the examples for the renewable. And for the non-renewable sources, the crude oil, the minerals, and what are the ores we are getting from the earth, they are called the non-renewable energy resources. Then what is a fossil fuel? We will say what is a fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is the one where for the billion years ago, okay, we say that carnivorous period, carboniferous period, around approximately 360 to 400 million years ago, that whatever the natural sources, the plants and the organisms, they get buried. What they'll after a period of time, they get buried, and due to the earth's pressure and the temperature inside the earth layers, okay, we know that everything is inside the earth is warmer, because started, and the crust is having magma. You have a hot temperature area inside the earth. So due to the pressure and temperature inside the earth, there's plants and other animals, organisms which got buried, it becomes hardened, and due to the pressure, so coal is formed, and oil is formed because of some plankton and zooplankton and algae like organisms. So that also due to the pressure, it had some organic complex matter, it converts and it decomposed into oil. So that you will get it. Just like that gas also, we are getting natural gas. So the same process, oil is like that, some amount of heat and pressure causing further decomposition of the oil, and it becomes the gas. So the fossil fuel is we get due to the buried of the animals and the organisms. But that's cannot be, we can use it, we can get it in, we can use it, but we cannot replace it. Okay, so once it gets used, it is exhausted. So that non-exhaustible, this is the renewable energy sources, and non-renewable sources are the very important sources of energy. And nowadays, since the non-renewable resources are going to exist in future, we are going to find a new alternative sources of energy. That is the next what we are going to study in the further topics. Okay, what are the renewable sources and how it is going to be utilized, like that we are going to see in the next slides, right?